What? No,
Okay.
that's Inside Secrets. Don't say it.
Inside Secrets. Everybody, welcome back.
Woo!
We are here for you guys, taking you on another drive-along tour through Montecito. Go ahead. We're going to be looking at some amazing properties, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Joe Parker with...
Brahmi Croc.
And Avi Becker.
That's right. We are some real estate professionals here in the Santa Barbara and Montecito area, and we love bringing the caravan tour, the broker caravan tour, where we look at properties and put you in the car with us and take you along for the drive, where you get to see the community of Montecito today and the homes that are for sale, the ones we select. Usually the newer listings are something special or just something available for you to go along and walk through with us. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, please go ahead and help us out with a subscribe button. Tap there. If you think that you've already subscribed, just double check.
Explain that. What's up with that? You were talking about that earlier to me.
Well, we got a lot of regular viewers in here that maybe aren't subscribed. They think they are, so it's good just to check that button. It usually will say red and it says subscribe if you haven't, or it says subscribed and it's usually like white. And you can hit the notification button and you'll get notifications because we're putting these out every Saturday morning, so you get to have a weekend of cruising Santa Barbara real estate with us. If that's something you're interested in, that's why we make it.
Seems to be a hot thing to do.
It does. Real estate is very hot. People love touring homes. They love seeing different designs and different locations, and you know, the neighborhoods that these are in, like this right here. We're going up Olive Mill, and you know, it's kind of a unique section of Montecito. Lots of sycamores. And I like making these for you guys, and we just ask. One reason we make these is to give you guys somebody to reach out to if you ever want to talk more about your needs, what you're planning. So we love hearing from you. We help you guys all the time with your real estate goals. We're always showing property and selling properties. And even our local viewers, we know there's a ton of people here in the community that watch this because they love to go look at properties as well. So thank you for watching, you local people. We love you, Santa Barbarians, and all you people in Montecito. Everyone here, really appreciate it. So if you could just double check the subscription, hit that for us. It helps us out. And another way you could help us is a Google review. So the Santa Barbara Group, our team has a business profile on there, and we have a ton of reviews. And if you wouldn't mind jumping on there and just giving us a review of how you like our channel, how we explore real estate and put you in the car with us, that really helps us out too. So if you ever wanted to give back, if you're getting a ton of value and entertainment and joy from this channel, those are some things you could do. And I think I'm done asking for favors from you all.
There you go.
Okay.
We just love
Thank you.
how many people have been actively commenting, and you know, whether or not you end up ever buying a house with us, there's a lot of ways that we love to interact with you guys. And yesterday, me and Joe just recorded our first ever long form podcast. That's going to go on my YouTube channel hopefully pretty soon, but we're trying to bring you guys as much content as possible. I think people, they love tuning in once a week, and there's some people that even want more. So that's going to be a fun way where if you just want to have a long road trip and you want to hear what's going on in Santa Barbara, the latest news updates, we talk about restaurants, we talk about charities and nonprofits, we talk about the real estate market. We're going to try to bring you guys a lot more stuff. We also have our twice a month email newsletter you can sign up to, so just feel free to interact with us and
I just
reach
saw
out to us
that
in any way.
with the freeway.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
cool
that
article.
was an interesting one.
Blue Ribbon Highway?
Yeah.
I learned actually a lot reading. I just read it today.
Oh,
It
excellent.
just came out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll put a link at the top of the description where you can click and just put in your email, and that's a real simple way to have some extra insight on what's going on in Santa Barbara. Twice a month, real estate stats in one and a community one. Like we just put out the history of this project of the 101 widening, and there's a sweet section over at Padaro Lane that has a blue ribbon detail that's really nice. And
I was curious about that as I was driving by. I'm like, what is that?
What is that? And they put a lot of
And it's
effort in
cool.
it. It's cool. It gives motion because it
artistic
goes
flair
up and down.
to it. Yeah.
Speaking of Padaro, stick around because we're going to end this tour with 2 beach houses. If we're lucky, we're going to be taking you through
One $35 million
Ooh-wee.
beach house.
the last one, $35 million, and another little beach cottage, I think, at around the 12, 13 million mark. So stick around for those. But first of all, we're going to start with something here in the foothills, sort of Montecito.
I think you can turn in there because that's his sign, even though it's telling you.
Yeah, the map doesn't like this address. I remember it takes you a weird way sometimes, I think.
Because it is his listing.
Yeah.
So I'm
Good.
assuming it's got to be
Two ways to access
It's
it.
601 San Ysidro Road. It is about 3,400 square feet. Has another structure. It doesn't say it's an ADU of 534 square feet. It's 5 total bedrooms, 4 full baths, 1 half bath. It's been on the market for 108 days. It started at 7.2 million. It is now at 6.895 million.
Okay.
Didn't we see this one that's further down the road?
We
that's
saw one
further
down
down.
the road. That was a really
there's-
unique one.
It was a fixer.
Yeah.
Big
I think.
time.
And I think they had multiple offers. She's like, I was talking to the agent. She's like, I could have sold that thing 4 times. People were all about it.
The
in your
basics, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom attached guest suite. Heart of Montecito, tucked beneath the canopy of mature trees and embraced by the gentle curve of meandering seasonal Oak Creek. Timeless charm, the Spanish-influenced estate sits on a tranquil, sun-drenched 1.4-acre parcel, just moments from the heart of Montecito's Upper Village. We did just drive through that. That's what you saw at that stop sign. That was the Upper Village. Really, quite convenient, and some great restaurants right there.
Good walkability from right here.
Very, very walkable. And the Montecito YMCA is just a little bit farther down the road. You could even walk to that.
Manning Park, go play some tennis.
Montecito Union School District, which is a bonus if you have young kids. So, yeah, we should go check it out.
Check it out. All right, everybody, there's the driveway we came in. This tidy little motor court here with some California gold. They got a nice mix of some cactus, some agave, some oak trees, and a creekside setting. Saltillo tile greets you here on this front porch. And then classic Spanish styling with a really nice covered front porch area here. And we enter, let's see what we got. Here's our entry. Nice little exposed beams with a cool little chandelier. And then to our left, we've got powder room. Good size. Love the old world tile look in there. Wood doors throughout and these headers. Kind of fun detail. Those wood headers built into the plaster wall. Almost got it like an adobe plaster wall feeling to it. Look at this, the study or the den. Take in this fireplace. Cool little brick arch. Brick and Saltillo down there, so that feels Pueblo-ish. And then built-in bookcases with this, grab a book and sit right here under the sycamore trees and read, go off into another world. That's nice. Looks like they've got some in-floor registers for the heat, so that's cool. Ooh, here we go. That's a spectacular room. Look at those lights coming in through the windows up top there. Nice little stained glass feature with the leaded glass. And then the volume in this room is massive with big exposed beams and a nice oversized fireplace there on center. Big hand-hewn wooden mantle. Okay, a couple steps up into the dining area here. And then look at this cool arched area for your buffet or preparing drinks for your guests. And my favorite place to eat is usually this informal little breakfast area, in-kitchen dining area. Here's our kitchen. Butcher block island. The theme of those old world Pueblo style arches continues in here. More fun tile with more of those leaded glass with stained glass details that we saw in the living room. Dual ovens, sub-zero fridge, and French doors out to that outdoor space. Okay, got another entrance there, laundry room, storage, lots of cabinetry. Here's our garage. Good height in the ceiling, no epoxy on the floor. And this is going to get us back to what probably is a guest unit. So there's our bathroom with a shower. There's the sink. And here's the bedroom. And so that exterior entrance can get your guest coming and going without having to go through the house. Nice vault as well. So this is a nice feature on the ground floor, maybe a little in-law suite, and then another door to get into the backyard out there. All right, let's see what else we got. Before we go upstairs, I am going to finish this part of the ground floor. So back to the front door. Okay, this has got kind of primary treat vibes. So you got an office, another nice little window seat, closet, more of those beams inlaid into the adobe plaster style. Oh, okay, bedroom. All right. Consistency, continuity, the design, very tidy, very timeless, very Santa Barbara. Love the wooden doors. Oh, it's almost like, again, I think we might have a his and her kind of sleeping situation. You know, if you want to meet up, you can, or if you want to go to your own bed, you got that too. Maybe if someone snores, that would be a really nice feature to have in a home. Dual sinks, nice big shower. Some more tile matching. I've seen that around the house, so that's nice. Okay, nice little retreat there. All right, let's go back up here, go upstairs. And then we got an outdoor space to look at, and there's also another like studio with an exterior entrance upstairs. So that could be like the teenagers' quarters. Oh, here we go. This is our true primary. Nice dual balconies, fireplace, dual sinks here. Big tub, little hand-painted tile detail there. There's one of our closets. Fireplace up here, nice. And another closet. All right, his and her closets. And then we've got that one patio space there. And another one here. That's the road we came up. All right, let's go outside. All right, this creekside setting is really green, full of beautiful mature plants, lots of covered Saltillo tile patio, and then you get out here, outside of the cover, outside the shelter. Coastal oaks, giant bird of paradise, nice fountain feature. Not a major creek, but you'll get some water when we got some good rain. And then another little area there. It looks like some more extra parking perhaps, besides the garage. And then over here, a little creekside dining zone, looks like right down there. Steps leading to it. And then we've got a separate entrance bedroom up here. Ensuite. Nice. I love the consistency. I love the old world vibe, very timeless. They just kept it, which is nice. A lot of people will come in and kind of change it out with the newest designs, and then it could kind of rob its identity of a classic Santa Barbara Spanish or Montecito Spanish. All right, one more feature to this home. I'm coming. Is it looked like we were going by the neighbors, but in actuality, we were going by more of this property. So let's see what else you get besides this beautiful olive tree and this stout metal steer. Look at that guy. Is it a bull market? We'll find out. This is cool, the sycamore and cactus. What do we got here, a barn?
Well, like a little office.
Ooh, guest unit. If you got some noisy guests, you could put them down here. It's kind of single wall construction, you know, old school. It's a nice little spot, and it's got a bathroom, at least a toilet. Oh, everything. Is there more? What else we got over here?
This whole thing is another whole zone. Like if you took over that whole area, there's
This is compelling.
some killer.
1,200 square foot ADU here.
I was gonna say,
Fire pit. All right. Power pole here. That's not awesome, but this is pretty cool. Okay, I think we've seen it. Okay, getting off this private lane, I thought that was pretty compelling.
I'm a buyer.
Yeah, the walkability of it all and everything, and all the flexibility of the different
Well,
living spaces.
And I didn't realize it, but that basically, as soon as we went through that little gate entrance, all the land on the right hand side, all the way to the house, was theirs.
Yeah.
A lot of land.
And
Put
that
some horses in there, at least chickens.
It is in the upper village. I mean, this is the upper village. This,
like we're right here.
these cars are people that didn't find parking and they wanted to
Yeah.
go have coffee or breakfast or something, and so they parked up here and walked in.
Yeah, you're easily down here hanging out, grabbing food, run to the store.
Pierre Lafon is awesome.
But
the
it
pharmacy
didn't
is
feel
awesome.
like you were that close.
No,
Like you were.
You felt like you're up in the hills.
And everyone's really concerned about fire and whatnot.
That's further away.
The fire department is
Right.
literally your neighbor.
Yeah.
Like Avi was like, oh, eucalyptus, and it's a great point. Eucalyptus are very flammable. Like they love fire when they're dried out. You know, but
Prime.
that
Safety.
wall of eucalyptus was between you and the fire department. So I'd give you about a 100% chance that the fire department's like, nothing's burning right here because we can't lose the office.
Right.
You know.
It's their home turf.
Home base.
And that
So-
one, I feel like with a little bit of money to maybe make that tile flush throughout, we noticed there's some kind of like, more affordable laminate thin plank.
Yeah,
wood
that was a good
throughout
point you
kind
brought
of is
up.
an eyesore, but I feel like the house was in overall well taken care condition. I love that office or that study room with the fireplace.
That was
big
that was
built-ins.
sweet.
Yeah, I feel like they maybe came on price a little bit too high, but someone with a little bit of a vision, it's not going to be a big project to really dial that place in and make it feel completely, not just new, but also like rustic and historic, but still turnkey.
Yeah.
Well, Joe mentioned this when we were sort of right there. Had a lot of timeless finishes. Like I mean, yeah, tile in the kitchen, small tiles, like that's old, but it looked
timeless.
good.
Yeah.
It looked good, and
Well,
the
and
house
that-
was well taken care of.
and it suits the style. Like that's Santa
Yes.
Barbara Spanish. That was like the Pueblo Spanish kind of style. They had all the boards, the headers above every door. They all kind of matched with that big beam in there. That's very much kind of like an Adobe.
Spanish influenced estate.
Yep.
Nailed it.
Hacienda vibes.
And then the way they have that arched brick inlay over the window, over the cooking facility, over the fireplace, the continuity of that design really gives you a good vibe that you kind of don't pick up on. You don't understand why it feels good, but I think that is smart of them to maintain that. And the original design obviously was pretty flawless.
And Avi had a great point is, I think you don't need to spend too much. You would want to probably redo the floors that weren't tile, and either do tile like you're talking about, because I agree with you. And then Joe was like, oh, it's cold, in the bed, but then you just have killer rugs and whatnot, big throw rugs.
Totally.
Or you put in a real hardwood, like, or thicker, more solid, and make it uniform so all the bedrooms and those areas match, and then you would really tie it together. But beyond that, like, what else? I mean, I think your fun project is go to that little, I think it was called a office, but it could easily be an ADU, and there's a second part to it that was being used for storage. Like, that's your fun project, is redo that thing or get a permit and build, something in there. And I mean, when you think where that bowl was, I mean, I think maybe at some point they had horses, but what about a killer pool? Like, how easy for them to come in and dig it, number one, and then you literally create that and then have that little ADU slash pool house, whatever. Like, you could make that whole zone incredible. Like, and it's just waiting to be used.
A lot of people don't know this too, but if I'm not mistaken, the max square footage for an ADU is 1,200 square feet. So sometimes people have ADUs that feel like a 2 or a 3 bedroom, little house. Because sometimes, depending on the Mesa, other areas, oftentimes the houses are 1,200 square feet. But ADUs don't always have to be small little, 1 bedrooms. They can be 2 bedroom, 2 bath.
Yeah, I think that I'm giving a big thumbs up on that one.
Yeah, I think we all like it.
That was a really cool property.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if that new price, if they can get it done.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to follow the detour signs because they're doing all the construction. So you're getting an extra little tour of the hedgerow area of Montecito, which we've toured many homes. We're not going to do it today, but we're making our way south to the beachfront properties we promised you.
And you know why we're having to do this?
Why?
Because of the freeway construction.
That's right. Freeway construction. This is the price you pay. But this is even better because I love taking you guys through. And sorry, Carlos, running through stop signs. I love taking you through the...
Thank you, Carlos, for pointing out his driving.
Yeah, thank you. And by the way, since we're talking about you, Carlos, Brahmi's back. I saw you.
And a special hello to the couple, and I apologize. I do not remember your names if you comment, but you popped by my office to say hello, and we took a picture together, and it was great to meet you. And please reach out if you do end up wanting to buy something out in the valley. We would all love to help you.
That's right. We could definitely help in the valley. Brahmi could do mortgages everywhere in this country, and we could definitely sell real estate in the valley.
This is all true. This is all true.
All true. So, we're going to make our way south here and get down on the beach, our favorite place to tour property.
Burnham Wood back entrance, right?
This is correct.
I tell you what, you know what I'm
clicker to get in.
You know what I'm getting from all these?
What?
I'm getting more of a real estate agent perspective on town. Like, I generally just drive to wherever I need to go.
Right.
Whereas you guys are constantly like doing this, driving around, or you're taking people out to show them houses, and you are better than a Google map in many cases. Well,
you know all the ins and outs.
I don't know about you.
My sense of direction didn't come. Yeah, I'm still waiting on it.
It's right here, but you don't even want to use it.
I don't like that. My sense of direction didn't come, and my ADHD doesn't want me to follow that map.
Yeah, you're like, those are cool lines.
That's what I got, bro.
I don't know why that one's blue and there's an arrow on it. That's weird.
No, ain't gonna happen. We just adapt. Good. We deal with what we got.
All right, should we pause them up for? Are we going to take them on the whole?
I want to touch on that, though. That is a good point.
Yeah,
I think a lot of the reason that people like working with us and obviously want to have a great local real estate agent in whatever market they work in is you can look up a lot of things on Google. You can obviously, find your way around with maps and GPS. But when you work with someone like Joe or like us, we're going to say, oh, here's the back entrance to this other secret spot. Oh, here's the backstory, or here's the full scoop. And you're not going to find that even on the internet or even with like ChatGPT. Like, having a local's expertise is the best way to research a new community, and that's why we love helping sharing, and that's what we do on the YouTube.
Great point.
That's right. And to that point, I'm talking to one of you about your move and getting backstories on listings. So I'm able to look up, like we're talking about a listing, and I'm able to look up the history and see when it was sold before, and see a friend of mine who sold it before. So I call them up and get the history on the sale, what happened. So this is like the information gathering that is so valuable to you guys when you're trying to understand these things. We're giving you backstories, and a lot of that comes from the established relationships we have in this community. It's a very small town. Some agents other agents want to talk to, they want to work with, they want to cooperate with. Others they don't, and it's very important to foster those relationships, which we love doing, and we're very, I would say we're good at it. We definitely don't burn bridges. We've been selling real estate here forever. I started in 2001, and you know, that's one of the big values I think I could bring to people's searches, and Avi and Brahmi as well, is just having these great relationships in this community.
It's important, you know, and I think that's the big difference between having a agent that you can rely on and trust, and just looking online and trying to find the house yourself.
Yeah, and just be like,
You know,
I'm going to go at it solo and just call the listing agents.
Because you are able to get so much background information on a property, like, hey, what did it sell for last time? Oh, hasn't ever been sold. You know, these are important factors as you're coming into a negotiation to understand, so you know what you're dealing with out of the gates.
This is true.
Yeah, it's a great point.
I say this all the time, but who you work with matters, whether it's real estate or whether it's plumber, whether it's lender.
Lending.
For sure. Not all of us are created equal.
Some of us have a lot more fun with it. This guy right here.
Yeah, a lot more fun. Okay, we just skirted past Summerlin.
Oh, we're going to see that wall. Or are we? No, we're not. It's right
after. We're going to get off
this.
at Padaro. The blue ribbon wall we were talking about in our newsletter is coming up here shortly. And it's the median, and it's...
Whoa, you could... Is this closed or something? This off-ramp?
No.
The next one I meant.
Oh.
Must be. Because normally you would just get off...
The ramps are closing.
Oh, for Santa Claus Lane exit?
Yeah, and then come right back because it's right there.
Huh. Possibly.
And then it's having you go over there and then go under the freeway instead of going... Why wouldn't we just go this way? Is this road closed?
I don't think so. I think the map's wrong. I'm going to avoid...
See, this is why Joe doesn't use the map.
I don't trust that thing.
This is why...
I don't trust it one bit.
That's complete baloney.
Wait
and now all of a sudden it's saying you can go this way.
It just
End of
changed our
road
drive
work.
time from 5 minutes to 4 minutes, too.
There we go. Circumvented the map, and it worked for once.
So now we are driving on Padaro Lane, right? And
one of the most prized streets in our area.
The houses to the right of the screen here are some of the most expensive.
55, 60 million.
Wow.
Huge lots.
Yeah, they're massive though. I mean, like
Kevin Costner compound.
Yeah, these are incredible. It's an incredible area. Like a lot of history.
Celebrities.
Primo
Private beach.
Real estate. And
Yeah.
to have like acres right here is, I mean,
Nuts.
talk about dirt being worth more than gold.
Yeah, I love Padaro Beach too. It's just such a great beach. There's great sand, you know, fun little waves out there, and not a lot of people. You get away from the pandemonium of Santa Claus Lane, which I love too. Another great beach, but Padaro is super special.
Yeah, you mean just getting into this, because you mean technically all these beaches are public access.
Yeah.
So you may not be able to walk straight through someone's property to go to them, but if the tide allows it, you can walk the entire coastline of California. There's no area that you are not supposed to be allowed to go to outside of maybe Vandenberg Air Force Base, like maybe an Air Force Base and Point Mugu. I don't believe you can go in those areas, but otherwise you can go on anywhere on any of these beaches, even though sometimes it feels like they're private. They're not.
Yeah, and this is one of the rare places where there's actually beachfront property that kind of blocks the beach. Most of Santa Barbara, Montecito, the beachfront is fully public accessible and lined with public parks. So when you buy here, you kind of get a fractional ownership in the oceanfront because there's so much public park in the oceanfront. But this is one of those areas that demonstrates where a lot of Southern California has this going on, where the oceanfront is covered with private homes, and it's
Similar
very hard
to like Santa Monica,
access.
Malibu area.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
All right, so the first one we're going to see is what we call kind of
My bad. This is my part.
beach cottage.
I'm almost ready.
Beach cottage. This one's about
Beach cottage.
12.9, I think. 12.5.
12.5.
12,500,000.
3581 Padaro Lane. It is 4-bedroom, 3-bath. It is 2,100 square feet. Currently listed for $12,500,000. Stunning, renovated, classic Padaro Lane beach house on approximately 51 feet. See, that's interesting. They're actually, how many feet of
Ocean
beach do you own? You know, like beachfront, I should say. And this one is 51 feet. And literally some of those first properties we ran by, they're like a quarter, they're like, what, a couple hundred,
Yeah, a couple hundred
yards.
Yeah.
Spectacular harbor, island, and sunset views. This 4-bedroom beach house offers an open floor plan with an enclosed glass windbreak terrace at beachside and private gated walk-up, courtyard, and entry deck. Large oceanside terrace with more than enough room for family and friends. And your private steps to the sand. Serena's Cove and Loon Point. Very cool little areas. In 1993, Los Angeles architect Edward Ings renovated and expanded the original Port Hueneme Cottage, including a striking 2-story primary suite addition with ocean and mountain views. The home was published in California Beach Houses Chronicle books in 1996. So just shy of 30 years ago. Look at that. We got a full redo on that property.
Yep. It's funny, these ones you've seen that have sold recently, almost all of them are under construction.
I'm sure.
Renovation.
Yeah. I mean, unless they're done up like this one.
All right, we are rolling up here, getting closer to where Padaro meets the train tracks and transitions into Santa Claus Lane, which has also been under major renovation. They added a bike path, added more parking, and that has its own little commercial district with Padaro Grill, A-Frame Surf Shop, the market.
Surf Happens, Surf Shop.
Surf Happens. They have a surf shop there now?
It's a little one.
Okay.
It's mostly lessons and whatnot.
Excellent. Nice. Really cranking in the summertime. They do a ton of surf camps down there. The kids just hang out
they all
day.
do. A-Frame and Surf Happens have a ton of camps right there at Santa Claus Beach.
And believe it or not, this is also highly known for juvenile great whites.
This area, yeah. Right out.
I've seen them all the time out here.
You should check
Seems
out.
less lately, but
Or just it's
haven't
not
been
as
hanging out.
popular to
talk about it.
talk about it, or I don't know. I think maybe everyone's gotten a little bit of numb to, and it's like, hey, that's okay. You know, they're there.
Yeah, they pretty much stick to themselves. I mean, they're just kind of cruising out there. Sometimes you just see a fin. But all right, everybody,
Let's go check it out.
we made it to number 1, and we're gonna go look, and then maybe we'll just walk to the next one if it's close enough. I think it is. All right,
You think it is?
I think so. We might not have to drive again.
Oh, I think you are absolutely right.
All right, we're
Yeah.
gonna do a twofer here without
But
driving.
wait, should we talk about it before we film it, or you can edit it?
No, real quick if you want.
Well, this is the 35 million. It's 34,900. $3.49 million. 6-bedroom, 6-bath, built in 1996. This one it says no ADU, but it has another structure that's almost 600 square feet. The house itself is big. It's 7,800 square feet. So it's solid. And it's
beachfront mansion.
0.3 acres. This lot was 0.17 acres. This one we're going into right now.
Okay.
Floating above the Pacific, the grounded in stunning design, the next level of Padaro Beach living has arrived. A statement of architectural artistry. This groundbreaking beachfront estate commands approximately 100 feet, double 100 feet of rare ocean frontage. An expansive great room anchors the residence where the kitchen, dining, and living spaces all unfold. I love that concept. It's always nice to have that all tied together nowadays. Naturally to an oceanfront terrace. Primary suite is private and luxurious with a large closet and spa bath. The resort living continues with 4 additional ocean view bedroom suites, a gym, theater, and wine cellar, sunlit patios, a fire pit, spa, private guest house are surrounded by lush gardens, creating a private oasis with steps within steps from the sand. Welcome to the next wave. Okay.
No bowling alley?
No, but they have a fire pit.
Everything else.
They got a fire pit. And I'm sure you could put in like a bocce little court, is my guess. But the one we're going into last sold in 2004 for $6.35 million. It sounds like there was a lot done to it. to upgrade it is our guess. And also that was, 21 years ago. So that's a long time. But let's just real quick. This first one is 12.5. This second one is, let's just say 35.
35 million. All right.
Let's go compare
Two
them.
beach houses.
Let's go compare them.
Let's go look. Yeah. All right, everybody. Here we go. I love the looks of this, the wood shingle vibe and this brick paver and the GT3 in the parking lot. Yes, please. Really cool. All right, behind the gate, little sitting area possibly. Just maybe a place to sit down and put the leash on the dog. Nice. I like this front deck. Look at that up there. So sweet. Here we go. Beachfront living. Right as you enter, you're looking through straight out to the ocean, the waves breaking, and this great little built-in sitting area. Great beach cottage vibe, little fireplace there.
This is old school.
Yeah, full old school cottage. Look at that. Pass through here for the kitchen. That's real nice. Opens it up so you don't feel extra tight in the galley kitchen. Absolutely, I will, Tim. Look at that right there. Nice stainless steel sink, electric cooktop. Getting creative with the storage, hanging your pots, little door to the outside patio on the other side. Okay, water heater's in there.
Hi, how are you?
Now let's go out here. Look at the ocean before we go see the rest of the bedrooms. Or the bedrooms, I haven't seen a single one yet, but look at this. They have a little windbreak so you could get shelter if it's cranking wind out here and get out from the sun, get some wind and sun shelter. I love how they put benches on the wall to make it functional. And then they have these great boulders here to protect you from the ocean. That would be all mountain views down there. And then looking into Santa Barbara, we got a cruise ship. So you could see that out there. I can't see the screen at all, so hopefully that wasn't too shaky. But that's Santa Barbara. This is Padaro Beach. This is the beach we were bragging about, one of our favorites because it's just so clean. Not a lot of people, beautiful white sand, very soft. Okay. Little hallway reveals a bathroom with dual sinks and tile, a couple windows, big shower. Cute bedroom, look at that. A couple little beds, put the kids in there, grandkids in there. It's definitely like kind of got the vacation vibes to get down to the beach with the family. Everyone spreads out. Maybe some people sleep out on the deck to listen to the waves. Ooh. Okay, this is like a little den. Look at that. Consistent ceiling detail in all the rooms. Love the original wood floors there. And then look at this special bathroom. Got the bird tile. I know we got some bird fans out there. Appreciate that. Another little bedroom here. Here's our laundry room. Quaint, more storage next to it. And then here's that addition Brahmi was reading about. added later in the second half of the life of this property. Closet. Look at that. Bed facing the ocean, doing it right. Plenty of windows to bring in all the action going on in the Pacific, with the dolphins going by, the islands, the oil rigs at night lighting up. Jack Johnson calls them alien casinos in one of his songs. He's got some local history here. More bird tile. Nice tub. More dual sinks. And then, again, looking at that. Really nice. All right, fellas, what'd you think?
I thought it is a classic, a classic
Beach.
California beach house.
It is classic beach cottage.
Look, nobody wants this land anyways. We'll just build barracks here.
Oh my gosh.
They moved it.
They moved it.
The structure is what he was saying.
Ah. All
Well,
right.
I mean, this should, at some point, no one was wanting to do it. I mean, yeah, that's not bad.
We're gonna walk to the next one. All right, just like that, about 4 houses down, we're here. Look at this, gated entry. Really nice flagstone. Look at this tree right here. Freshly trimmed, you got a beautiful garage. I love that door, but this is a really cool detail though. Look at this, palm trees hiding the ADU. Lots of parking. And a beautiful staircase leading up to the front door. Love all the potted plants. See what's inside's looking like. All right, look at this. Take it in, everyone. Maybe a reverse floor plan with the living upstairs. That beautiful staircase takes you there. But in the meantime, on this entry level, we got ourselves to the right, a beautiful bedroom. Hear the waves breaking in the background. The door open there, inviting that sound in. I love it. I'd probably sleep with that open all the time. Over here is a closet for this room, all right? Somewhat of a walk-in. And then here's a front patio as well. I love the size and that double door entry, kind of your guest suite, I think. Here's their bathroom. Beautiful stone edge, floating vanity built into this shower. And then look at how slick this toilet is. Since it's open, let's just get a little taste of the location and the view. That dog's having fun. Look at those little sandpipers. Little birds, shorebird. All right. Okay, we got one step down, and here is a little flex room. They have it set up as a sitting room, a little conversation space. I like it. Recessed lighting, windows galore, looking out at all the different beautiful features of this location. I love those bluffs in the distance, looking at Santa Barbara in the distance. And then of course the white sand beaches and the ocean. And the waves breaking. The congruency, again, this bathroom matches the last one we saw. Toilet matches the last one in this water closet with a pocket door. And then a unique shower with a deep soaking tub. And of course, view. Love these double doors. And a closet. Sorry. That might have been a little abrupt. Okay, continuing our perimeter tour of this level. We have a bedroom. French doors, big picture window. I got an in-ground spa out there that looks amazing. A little sneak peek of the yard and Santa Claus Lane Beach down there we were talking about. Little dipping pools, nice. Look at this bathroom. That shower is so sweet. You can just hear the ocean. I wonder if these windows are those ones that fog on demand. They have some windows with like an electronic fog feature so you could turn them off and on. Because it would be nice to see the ocean from your shower, but people could watch you shower, which some people may like. Closet. All right, here's another bedroom, the kids' room. Decked out with some nice bunk beds and a great little television sitting area here to watch TV. And then of course, the bathroom for the room here, matching like the other ones really nicely. I love those toilets. Super modern, super nice. Okay, let's go see downstairs next because it's right here. I have no idea what's down here, but got some like seagrass on the steps. Ooh. Wow, cool. Wine cellar. It's kind of like the little grotto area. I see a workout area. Here's our nice little area to store your wine, possibly temperature controlled. I'm not quite sure about that. And then over here, we got the workout space where you got bar method, you got a treadmill, you could get your Peloton, get your weights. You got the mirror so you could check your form, check your posture. All of that's looking good. And there's also recessed speakers and recessed lighting all throughout down here. This little subterranean room is just really nice. Coming over here, this is where we're gonna find possibly, whoa, where am I going? What is this leading me to? Winding my way back to the utilities, mechanical room. Okay, I did find an obscure little space, but nice to have these areas to fill it with more mechanics if you want. And then here's our theater we were talking about as well. Look at this. Wow, big screen. It feels like the sound in here would just be amazing. And then some more closets and stuff. So that's where the hub is, where you could find the entertainment center for piping the music or setting up a movie or something like that. Okay, and what else do we have down here? There's a bathroom, beautiful sink, beautiful toilet. That's a half bath. This has got a pocket door. Little hobby room, nope. We got ourselves a laundry room, lots of storage, sink. Okay, love the flooring too. Okay, made it back to the entry level, up the steps. This is where we're really going to get the great vistas, get a little elevation. What a room. Nice little tucked in fireplace there. And then this is a bifolding slider to open it all up and bring in this beautiful deck hovering over Padaro Beach, looking at the mountains and Santa Barbara and the beach. Again, stunning. And then as you look back this way, that's Santa Claus Lane there. And that's where you can find the restaurants. We were talking about A-Frame Surf Shop, all right down there. A little elevated perspective of the yard we'll see. I love all this built-in sitting. Great place to gather with all your guests. Wow. What a great kitchen. Look at this stove.
What do you think? Take it.
Yeah. I'll take two. Look at that thermidor. There's a sweet pot filler there. Yeah.
When was it? It looks brand new.
Brand new, just because it's just finished.
It is.
So the house was here, was built in the 90s.
Yeah.
And renovated once when these people bought it like 20 years ago.
Yep.
And then they decided to sell, and we're going to do a light renovation. And just decided
Ooh, I love that kitchen. Okay, we got the Santa Barbara plaster on the walls, AKA Venetian plaster. But it's so subtle, you know, you have to look closely and you realize how luxurious it is. Just looks like a white wall, and you get in a little closer, you're like, oh wait, that's all plaster. This must be our primary retreat. Ooh, look at that. Beautiful bed looking out in the right direction. That's gonna be our sunset direction there. Got a fireplace, these little seats. Get up in the morning, enjoy your coffee, watch the mountains turn pink and orange and purple. Stunning. And then look at this. This is where we're gonna get our bathroom. Water closet. Soaking tub. Dual sinks, beautiful shower. Wow, good size. I like how it has a little area to sit too. And then we're into the closet, it looks like. Stunning, cool with the LED lighting, really pops. Wow. All right, let's go outside. All right, let's go explore this great yard. A couple steps down. Sorry for the wind. I forgot to put the dead cat on the mic. If you're picking that up, trying to block it. Okay, in-ground soaking tub. Love it. They got a fire pit. They put some sand and got the sod around it as well. What do you think? Could you live here? Wow. She is a beauty. A mansion on the beach, Padaro Lane, 35 million. I think they might find a love connection with a lucky individual or family out there. This is a compelling redesign, remodel. Very, very nice. I love how, again, congruent all the design is. There was a little doggy shower back there too. I don't know if you saw that when I walked by. Okay, that's gonna take us down and out, and then this is gonna be like some more patio area. But we could have seen it all, folks. Wow, so special. Let's just walk around this side and see what, in case I missed something. Yep, we saw this bedroom. Just making sure, folks. Now we're going around that sitting area, that conversation area. Oh, you know what we didn't see yet, though? At the very front, we went by some kind of little guest unit we got to go explore. Yep, seeing all this. All right, let's go look for that front. Back down the steps, more parking, side access. I love how they tuck this in behind the hedges and underneath all these palm trees. Now, of course, we're near the freeway and near the train tracks. That's just living on the beach in this area. But, you know, on this side, you hear it more. On the other side, the ocean takes over. You know, all you hear are those waves breaking. I think you just get used to that. So this is where your guest would stay. Beautiful vaulted ceiling. Similar finishes, same finishes on the floor here in this kitchen. Little tiny fridge, 4-burner cooktop, storage, bathroom. Nice. Built-in shower. I love it.
What kind of fuck? What are we doing here?
We are filming, people.
Let's film that.
We're filming beach houses.
That car was flying. Dangerous.
That's why they put the speed bumps in. So you had to slow down up here because there was a
Yep.
speed bump. Okay, folks, there we go. Double beach house.
$35 million.
You know what? Let's just round it up to 47, 48, and we'll just buy both.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll dig a tunnel.
Ooh.
What are you talking about?
We're gonna pull up 50 million, Avi and I.
Okay.
We're gonna keep 2 million on the side
Okay.
because we're gonna build a tunnel so you could go from one place to the next.
The main party is in
love
that
it.
house, and the after party for the only secret
Yes.
guests in the back house.
I love
Or
it.
the old people like Joe and I, or just me. They
Look
got to
at
stay
that.
over in the old wood one.
Yes.
They can come over for dinner and cocktails, but then they got to go back.
We'll sneak in.
You know, so hey, you know what was a trip is that lower level, I was like, oh wow, subterranean. And then when I stood in the driveway, I'm all, it's not subterranean.
It's just built up.
Yeah, because you
It
had
was-
that staircase
It just
to the.
doesn't have windows.
Mm-hmm.
Has no windows.
wonder
And
if
the
it was-
stair and it's completely blocked in.
I wonder if it was
Windows
just
on
like
the side room, but yeah,
kind of
they
basement
just-
before, not habitable space, and they filled it in.
Hey, but it's not basement.
I know.
It's not
But, like,
subterranean.
up under house.
I would, you know what? Like, what if there was a tsunami or something,
surge protection.
and you're like, go down into there, and if you had a way of sealing it off, and you could just seal off, and even if everything got washed over, you're still sort of locked in. I don't know.
I'd
It's
go
not
up to the third
subterranean.
floor. All right, I'd talk to the mountains. No,
I don't know. We digress. I digress.
that's going to be Brahmi's escape chamber. Little
Well,
submarine.
then I go into my tunnel.
Pop out the other one.
No, it was incredible. It was.
If you had that, you would need a submarine hatch to get out in your submarine.
Yeah, you have to get a way to get air and but
We digress.
That much square footage right on the beach, though.
Wow, stunning.
the first
Wow.
one,
Blue
what?
Ribbon Highway.
Oh, there, yeah,
Like,
All right.
viewers.
There
All
it
to
is.
show you the Blue Ribbon Highway. Everyone, we almost lost our lives.
yeah. Well, and hey, if you were getting their emails, you would know the story behind that.
Huh? Someone
now.
tell us in the comments if you got the email.
Okay, let's start with the first one. That was like the quintessential beach. I don't want to say shack, but it is sort
Yeah.
of like the shack feeling.
Redwood
you know?
floors,
Yeah.
old beach.
Beach
wood
cottage?
shingle.
I wanted to ask you, what is the story? You said that redwood floors were banned?
Yeah, I believe it's like they were building everything with redwood, and then I believe, I don't know what environmental protection agency banned them, but in the 40s, basically to preserve the redwood forest, so like you
Or
can't.
maybe old growth, because I mean you can get redwood
True. That's
and
what
make
I mean.
decks
The
out of it.
Old growth.
Oh, okay, so maybe that's what it was.
Because that's why all the floors in the houses in the 20s and 30s were built with redwood, and then in the 40s it stopped.
Yeah, such a beautiful material.
Well, oak. They were all like hardwood. They were all
redwood is termite resistant, so it looks beautiful and it lasts. But they were building the framing, the hardwood, and they were just crushing the forest.
Yeah, wow.
I liked how that one just had like the beach house vibes, like the family beach house, like they go for
100%.
For the summer, and just kids hanging out all over the place and running around the beach. It's just, you don't have to worry about a little sand on your feet or anything. It's just a really.
I feel like you could come in there and do some updating to it and just dial it in a little bit, and like we had talked, like the upstairs primary.
Extend it.
If you pushed out and made a deck, sure it had high ceilings or inside, but if you just lost like 2 or 3 feet and went out, the deck you could put up top. Oh man, it'd be incredible.
That would,
especially off that bedroom up there.
Yeah, you get a great idea by that upstairs of the last one of what that would be like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna track that. I feel like it'll be interesting to see if whoever buys that, if they just completely rip it to the studs. Because if you're spending $12,500, a lot of people want big rooms, bigger bathrooms, big kitchen, or if they're going to keep the layout at all. Because at that price point, it's like, if you're spending $12,500, you probably could put another couple mil into it to completely revamp the layout. Or they might just want to keep it and just kind of update it.
Yeah, freshen it.
Yeah.
And then so we got the backstory on the big house.
What is it?
I think you may have gotten it on video because Nancy was telling. Maybe
okay.
Did you hear her talking?
Sorta. I wasn't paying a lot of attention.
Okay, so maybe it'll be in the video. I'm not sure, but that house, the owners, they've had it for a while. Then they were like, "Oh, we're going to do a little bit of they're like, "Oh, we're going to sell it. We should just tune it up a little bit." And then they started with a small remodel.
Snowball.
And then it went into a literally ground up rebuild.
Once you make something fresh and nice, it really makes the stuff that wasn't touched stand out even more. So then, especially if you got that personality, it's like, got to do that now. Well, just do it all.
That was literally redone from street to beach.
Yeah.
Like there was not
everything.
The project just finished. Has anyone even lived there?
What's that?
Has anyone even lived there since?
No one's. You literally, if you buy that place,
turnkey, brand new.
You're gonna it's like getting a new car. Like you're gonna put the first miles on it.
Yeah.
Like that thing. I was wondering. It sort of had that feel. Oh, I forgot to see this other thing. All the furniture and everything in there that's not staged was custom and designed for the house. Because I was like, wow, you did the staging is incredible. And she's like, all of this is made for the house. Wow. And I did ask, is that part of the price? No, it's not, but it could be negotiated.
Wow. It would be. You give them full price, you're going to get that furniture.
Yes, I would. If you said,
maybe
got
even
a
less
check
than full
for
price.
$34.5 million, and I want the furniture, I bet they'd be all done. But I'm not speaking for them. I'm just pretending that I'm the one selling it.
Yeah.
So,
or buying it.
We're buying it.
That'd be even better.
Yeah.
Good golly. Well,
we would have a little barbecue for sure.
And that was, I would not leave after that barbecue. I'd move in downstairs in that little submarine room.
Oh, dude, that workout gym was epic.
Insane.
It was so cool.
Yeah, and I tried to talk constantly because of the music in the background. I don't want the video to get flagged.
Oh, the other thing is the music is in that theater room. The speakers are completely in the walls.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
It was...
Couldn't even see them.
It was... That thing was tricked out.
All right. Made it back to Coast Village Road. Another amazing tour, fellas.
That was a fun one.
That was a fun one. If you enjoyed it and you're still with us, double check that subscribe, smash it for us, hit the like and notifications. And don't forget, if you really want to hook us up, look up the Santa Barbara Group on...
Or Brahmi Croc.
And give us a review, and then do it for Brahmi. And if you're really interested, do it also for Avi, because Avi's got his own Google page as well as the Santa Barbara Group, even though he's on the Santa Barbara Group. So that's what we're offering up here for you guys. But the main thing is, do it on the Santa Barbara Group. Forget about these guys.
Yeah, for sure. That's
all
fine.
good.
Hey, three winners though today. Like, I like the first house. I like the first beach house, and I love the second.
This was
like those were all
great homes.
Those were all winners. Like, big thumbs up.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments.
Yeah, let us know what you think. I love hearing it.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Make it a great one. See you next week.
Peace.